episode of Desert Knits. This is episode number 27. It is January the 15th, 2017. Thank you for joining me today. I am Laura. You can find me on Ravelry as loraclare and on Instagram as lora.clare. And you can now find me sometimes on Twitch. My boyfriend has decided to live stream our living room. So the living room is the heart of our home. It is where we spend most of our time. We have all of his gaming stuff and my studio wall, which you can see behind me. He's getting a phone call. Anyways, so studio wall is behind me. You can see loom, warping board, art, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. The room is going to have dogs, gaming, spinning, knitting, fleece processing, ferret playtime, cats. I'm not sure what happens in this room other than that, but oh, dinner. Eat dinner in here too. Yeah. Anyways, today I have 4 projects to share with you and 2 finished objects. You can see one of them is on my head right now. The first work in progress that I have to share with you guys is stored in a 1 quart Talenti jar. The flavor of Talenti that I ate to get this storage jar is caramel cookie crunch. So this is my Jenkins Year of Challenges January challenge for the spin along. It will focus. Is it in focus? I can't really tell. It is so there are going to be 10 challenges throughout the year. The first one, January, was to pick one of 10 colors. I obviously picked pink and spin at least 50 grams of pink on a Jenkins Turkish drop spindle. The fiber is actually a blend of a bunch of stuff that I had. I blended a bunch of pink with a few pops of bright blue and orange. I made a bat using my hand cards. So that is my first project that I'm sharing with you guys. This is all the fiber left that I want to pack onto this turtle. The rest of my bat is in the bedroom. The second project that I'm going to share with you tonight is my Shetland Lamb Fleece Spin. This is going to become a 3-ply DK weight yarn that will then turn into an Aran for Frederick sweater with some modifications to make it something that I think I'll actually wear more often. The project is something that I am participating in the Handmaiden Woolen, Natural Wardrobe Challenge. So I think it's a year-long project that, or year-long, she has a sew along, spin along, knit along, and crochet along. So this is part of the spin and knit along. It will become a sweater. And then hopefully I will have the yarn spun up and begin knitting by the end of March, which is when the designer's actually running a knit along for that sweater right now. And that knit along ends the end of March. I don't think I'll finish it by then, but I'll at least have So something done on the knitting part, half of things. So the next project that I have to share with you today is currently tangled in the needle. It is my January pair of socks, but currently single sock. This is the lora.clare yarn in color SP33. It is a 3-ply sock weight. The SP33 is a color name for a blend of like 5 or 6 different colors. You can see there's sort of striping, kind of, very subtly striping. This is going to be a very, very large tube with a toe on the end, and then I'm going to knit a matching one, and then I'm going to put in afterthought heels. Here's the cake. This yarn I have used a couple times before for socks, and it wears really, really well. I think it's super wash, which I'm moving away from stashing anything with superwash. So the yarn is more slippery than I'm used to working with anymore. But I know from using it in the past and wearing the socks that I've knit out of it that it wears really, really well. The last project that I have to share with you guys is my Alma Park Alpacas Cafe au lait bat. This is the label for the first bat that I spun. I finished one bat and I have one left. It is a, hold it up so you guys can see the squishy pretty. It is a 40% baby alpaca, 25% merino, 10% milk fiber, 5% silk, 20% nylon, which is actually a split between faux cashmere and firestar. This I am spinning on my bristlecone goddesses. I have 4 goddesses that I'm using so far. I have 2 more that I will add to this spin. They are not all full. I will be adding to them as well. So this is a spin that I'm doing just because I want to. It's not a spin for a specific project. I don't have any idea how I'm going to fly it or what I'm going to do with the yarn once I'm done spinning it. But yeah. And then the finished objects that I have to share with you guys. As I said before, the one I am wearing. This is my replacement beanie for my winter wear. It's made from the Bahram U Titus in the Crucible color. It's the yarn that I shared with you guys last time that I got by using a gift card that my mom got me for Christmas. So it is a 50% Wensleydale, 20% BFL, and 30% alpaca yarn. And I was a little concerned that it would be really itchy just because alpaca tends to make me itch quite a bit. But I think that with wear, it is actually getting softer. Right underneath the brim here was really, it felt really, really itchy when I first put it on. But it isn't so bad now. I have worn it a lot this week, walking back and forth from the horse barn because we couldn't get out in the car, wearing it all day at work on Thursday because I was cold. Yeah. So it is a pattern that is in German with an English translation. The name of the pattern I cannot pronounce. It's Guggerin Mute, I think, maybe. I don't I honestly have no idea how to say that. I modified the pattern a little bit. It's supposed to be 3.5 repeats high for the body. I only did 2.5 repeats because I wanted it to fit closer to my head than the pattern would have actually made it. So, and then the top I actually did not follow the pattern decreases. Whoop, there we go. In my notes on Ravelry, you can see which patterns I found helpful, and I sort of followed the decreases from one of those projects. So I liked the way her decreases looked on the top of her hat. And then the last thing that I have to share with you tonight is the circle shawl that I knit out of my hand spun and designed myself. It is the I wanted to design something that would showcase the Inglenut Fibers Princess Bride yarn that I spun, the Sickleback set that I spun. So this is what I came up with. The center I did find in a different pattern, and then I modified it a little bit so that I could get up to the right stitch count. And then more lace, and then really basic old shale lace around the edge because I wanted to be able to showcase the different colors really well. So I am technically still working on it. I have some ends left to weave in, but not too many. It's close enough that I'm calling it done. And I will weave them in, here and there, probably over the next week. So, giant circle shawl is finally done, and that makes me very happy. I think it might be my favorite shawl knit to date. So, yeah. And that is all that I have to share with you guys today. I will type in the show notes and at the bottom of the screen here where you can find us on Twitch. I am playing with the idea of doing some live podcasting thingies, and then like archiving it or saving it and then uploading that to YouTube. So we'll see where that goes, how that happens. Yeah, I will see you guys again in a week, and hopefully I will have a lot more of this done. So it was nice talking to you guys tonight. I will see you next weekend. Bye.